I think what's unique about Okorie is that he's always striving for the next thing. Okorie was a soccer coach. He always volunteered at swim meets. All of the things that, the kids need a parent sponsor for, he was always, available and willing to volunteer.
He's always helping me revise my papers. He's always helping me with math whenever I need it. He's always making sure that I'm fully supported.
You really just be involved in the community. The different activities that I am involved with, I really enjoy giving back and being a part of something that's the greater good.
In life, my mom always taught Okorie and I to strive for the best, reach for the stars, and never settle for less.
When you do have him as a friend, that's someone that you can, really count on, depend on. If he can help you in any way possible, he will.
He is always kind and welcoming. He aspires for excellence, and he inspires others to be the best they can be. He is the original.
I admire the human being that he is, simply put. But not only that, I admire that whatever heights he reaches, he never forgets where he comes from and bring other individuals along with him.
All of us, and Okorie in particular, I think, has never forgotten where we started off from, right? And how we were one of a few. And as we climbed through that, it was important to give back.
He's been involved with NABA. He's been an adjunct professor at a local university. He's done other work in terms of mentoring and trying to provide leadership where he thought it was needed. And I don't know how he finds time for it all.
When you meet him, you realize it's not about him. Immediately, you realize it's about you. He has this gift of making everyone he meets feel important and part of his life.
It's a huge word. He is a role model. He moves in silence, but he's a quiet storm.
That's just who he is, right? He's not going to talk a lot about what he's accomplished. He's going to show you what he's done, right, through his actions.
He's really a helpful person and wants to see everybody win, and that's just something I really appreciate about him.
We live today in the shade because people planted trees for us many years ago. We need to plant those trees for the future generation. And so some of those trees may be, how do we grow the number of people who are entering the profession, especially at a time when we're in an immense amount of change. My grandmother, how she kind of affected me growing up is that she told me about the importance of getting a stable job, being in a profession that I could grow in, and that accounting was a field that you didn't necessarily see a lot of people who look like me. We need to make sure that people do feel like there is a seat at the table for them. So how do we make sure that people of color, women, everyone feels like they can, that they can advance and be involved in the profession? I think literally being present and being an African American male, that in seeing that tells a story too.
I mean, one thing I'll say about Okorie is he was really built for this, so I'm not surprised that, of where he is, because he always loved business, he loved accounting.
In some ways, he's pretty much the same, quiet, a little reserved, takes his time, getting to know you, kind of very thoughtful.
There is very little time in the day that I think we haven't discussed kind of his next move, his next goal, how he's putting those plans in order.
He's very clear on his objectives, he's very organized, and at the same time, he's very open-minded to ideas and other strategies to achieve his objectives.
He is a person that has innovation, but with calibration. And what that means is that he has a steady hand. He wants to change things. He wants to think about the future, but he doesn't go crazy.
This is a great profession, one like no other, in that there's an opportunity for you to do whatever you want to do. It's really about management of people, inspiring people to follow your lead. These are all traits that I believe are just critically important for you to be a successful leader, but also a successful CPA and accountant within the profession. So it's just an amazing journey. It's been over now probably 15 years. I've been affiliated with the AICPA, and I'm really looking forward to serving as chair.